This is Adam Berger from Daring Leasing Company in Milwaukee. I'd like to walk you around the new Freightliner M2 that we build for Been There Dump That franchises nationally. You'll see we use the exact same stellar flex lift. Nothing about this lift is different than what you're used to in your Class 5 truck. The only difference is the operating pressure is ratcheted up to suit the higher payload capacity of this Class 6 truck with a 25,500 pound gross vehicle weight. It can pull approximately a 10,000 pound Been There Dump That payload in addition to the weight of a bin. The truck itself is a Freightliner M2. It's built with an incredibly powerful ISL over-the-road truck engine. This engine has significantly more torque and more horsepower than the standard M2 engine. More importantly, in many cases, is the resale value. Because of the durability of this engine and its historical longevity, this engine adds significantly to the resale value of an M2 long term and will pay dividends to you in low cost of maintenance and resale value in the future. It's highly serviceable. Fuel filter is easily within reach. Fuses, easily within reach. Wipers, air filter on the far side. The oil fill right on top of the motor. If we walk around, washer fluid, coolant. Everything is easy on this engine, and there's a gauge that tells you when this air filter needs to be replaced. As I mentioned, it's a standard Freightliner M2, but it's not. This truck sits as a low profile chassis the way we built it. It sits on 19 and a half inch tires. So your load heights and the actual chassis height are very comparable, within about an inch to what they are on your Class 5 trucks. That means your load angles will be similar. You won't have any problems with material dumping out of your bins, or at least no more than you would in a standard truck. It's fitted with a trailer hitch and a trailer brake controller that we add to the inside. Toolboxes are the same. Everything is the same. Fuel sits under the cab. The battery box sits on top of that. And your DEF fluid is right next to it. Easy to access. The truck's got an engine block heater. If you live in the northern half or work in the northern half of the country, that may be useful. We specifically ordered breakaway front bumpers. It's effectively a three-piece bumper. If you tap something in the corner, you may dent that corner of the bumper. You just replace that corner, not the full bumper. It is made to break away. It's made to break if you hit something. Mirrors are all power mirrors. Cruise control is ordered on each one of these trucks. Power windows, power locks, cruise control, an automatic Allison heavy-duty transmission that was specifically selected to work with the Stellar Flex lift. You have manual regeneration of the diesel system. You've got your PTO switch. It's a very powerful PTO on this truck. Works much faster than a standard Class 5 truck. You have heated mirrors, power locks, power mirrors. You have air brakes. This does not mean you need an endorsement or a CDL to operate this truck. What this means is you have air brakes. They're low maintenance and powerful. To shut them off, you press the brake and you push in the air brake button. It purges the air from the system. When you don't hear any more air purging, you're ready to go. You put the truck in drive. And you're ready to go. When you need to back up, you put the truck in reverse, you back up. You can manually change gears on this truck. The truck also has power mode. If you have a particularly heavy load, you can put it in power mode, manually change gears here if you need to. You also have a DEF fluid sensor right on the dashboard. Very easy. It's part of the fuel gauge at the bottom. You have air pressures, front and back. You have water and oil temperatures. You have a highly sophisticated interface here that will show you if there are any faults in the system. Cruise control is on the left side of the instrument cluster. Headlights. You press this button down for headlights. Middle is off. Up for parking lights. Cruise control, speed increase and decrease. Power mirrors. Of course, fairly fundamental climate control system. Fan speed, where the air is coming from. These are your air conditioning settings. Temperature and recirculation. Green light turns on when it's recirculating. The lift, as I mentioned, is identical. We press the PTO switch, we turn our PTO on. The light on your instrument cluster turns on, indicating the same. We pull the lever, the hook begins to move. As I mentioned, it's fast, even at idle. You're welcome to rev the engine, accelerate the process, but only to a maximum of 1200 RPM. This is 800. As with any of the lever control trucks, pressure on the lever controls speed of the lift. Soften it as you get that lift down so the bin doesn't come crashing down onto the truck. Slow it down as I just did. And the same with the hook. Slow it down as you get toward full retraction. And that's it. The Freightliner comes with the same stellar warranty and manuals, preventative maintenance guide, a Bible on how to operate your Freightliner truck and its warranty, and yet another stellar book. You should have no problem operating this truck if you've operated a Class 5 truck. If you have any questions, please call Deering Leasing. We love to help you. We're happy to work with you. You're welcome to call me. This is Adam Berger from Deering Leasing, 262-395-4700.